right, thank you for joining us for tonight's channeling. Greetings, everyone. All right, we'll get started. I have a short message in the beginning usually, and then we'll go into Q&A. So here we go. Greetings, this is Michael. Blessings. As you open up your points of view, you realize your DNA strands are many of you are just, everyone's different. They have different vibrations of DNA strand. And there is much of reptilian, and it is of much of the positive. It does make many strong, and like in the athlete point of view, of course, there's the feline energies, but with the athlete, those are very aggressive, usually the more reptilian energies, because they can, at least in their strategy, you can say. As you upgrade your vibrations, yes, you will see more of society and how humanity blends in together, where everyone comes from, basically. You know how to interact with them, and also see the beings that are connected to them, even in the physical, depending on their vibration of where you're at that time. You know, like seeing a ghost version of the alien species, even their faces, yes, changing ever so slightly. And many are connected to Anunnaki on this planet. I have no idea. And many of those are in business, as probably many of you are not too surprised by that. Meaning those in your Wall Street, actually. So, blessings to you all as you go into awakening status. Greetings. This is Caesar from the future being, future human. As for your current state of mind of your California, yes, is going through a transition, as you might be aware of. It's one that was been in the making for some time. You can say it's been done sooner than later, at least in certain parts. Not to say the rest of it's going to go in flames, not at all, but it's going through a transition of clearing out the old and with the new. You can say that's one way of going about it. Of course, that is a very ruthless way that was used against the people of that state. Realize also it's going to affect many of you throughout the country, even the world, as those in your black projects are a little bit peed off, a little bit angry at themselves at this time, at least than others. So the trend changes on the way, basically. Changes that they do not want to occur will occur, meaning better for everyone. Over time, you will see it. Expect regulation to shift. Basically, government is going to change slowly. It's more the positive, as yes is letting out the old. So it's retaliation on different fronts. So yes, we are here to assist you in your spiritual upgrades. So yes, whenever you're ready, you're happy to assist.
Hey there, Caesar.
Greetings to you.
From the future. How nice. So we are curious. And first one, I will be reading Emmy's questions. And She'd like to know messages and energies for the United States.
It is in some ways going to be kind of going upside down in some ways, at least in its belief systems. As many of you are opening up your alien vibrations are going to get stronger over your society. Basically, of course, you have some time to be heard, but others are listening silently. They are seeing this, but kind of keeping a lid on it right now. But over time, they won't be able to keep the lid on anymore. As well as the spiritual community, at least the alien vibrations get increase. They won't be able to keep the lid on it. So yes, as for America, many are going to still carry on their aggressions. Yes, that's a long answer, but in some areas it's going to get worse. In some areas it's going to get better, especially in politics, because some are being mind controlled and they're not willing to let it go. So yes, go on. Yes, blessings.
Yes. And her second question is messages for my spiritual path.
Connect to your chakras. Do you do a healing cleanse with them every once in a while? At least your heart chakra is one that's been kind of going all over the place from what I see. You do have a lot of dragon energies that you might not be aware of, especially in the location you have been recently. You also see, you can say downloads more than implants you've been received of, as a dragon vibration. You came from a dragon area recently. You just left there, as you can probably see the influence of it. Blessings.
Blessings. And next one here is Brian.
Greeting.
Yes,
This is
greetings.
Logan.
Yes.
2 days ago when I was sitting in class, in my vision I saw this looked like a white orb, and it had like, when the light reflects off of something, it has a little bit of glare. It had that glare around it. And I want to know what that was.
What I'm receiving is it's a Palladian being that was monitoring your status. It is connected to your dream world also. So it's one that's kind of keeping you together. He's not, you can say it's kind of like an admiral, you can say. But he's not really giving him his full name. Well, Admiral Kirk is kind of a joke, but Admiral Kirk. So he's watching out for you, like I see.
And my second question is, are there any general messages for me?
Take things slow in your spiritual development. Take your time. You do have life, things you have to occur to, fulfill. But your spiritual development will definitely increase in the next few years. Definitely, as you are opening up the channel, you see you channeling a lot of Saturn beings, which is interesting, and reptilian, positive. Saturn, you have a strong connection to. Blessings.
Thank you.
Was that 2 questions, or did I just...
That was 2 questions.
Okay. Cool. And next one then is Liz.
Hello.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings. Okay. Can you give us an update of what's going on here in our government, our world?
Well, you see more of your shadow government coming more into your public arena through technology, not necessarily showing themselves waving at everybody. But through technology, there are green lighting, a lot of more advanced technologies being brought into your horizon. Will help you in your ascension process. Of course, it's going to take fun. We do also see your food processing changing. Maybe your grocery stores, I believe you kind of already see it already. Over time, those are going to definitely start to transform, be more efficient, be more clean, and be more aggressive in their over time. We see that activating definitely. But in your government, I know you asked for government, not groceries, but your government is, yes, in kind of like a stasis in some ways, because we don't see your FBI is going to be very, your FBI is to be very productive. We feel them being sabotaged actually over time. They're kind of going to sabotage themselves. So we do see things are going to go slow. That's the short version.
Okay. So
Yes.
Should we expect bumpier roads ahead, or it's going to get better for the people?
Well, expect more scandals, artificial scandals.
But the people are not going to be affected. I mean, like, the government affecting the people.
No, no different than what they already are. Nothing on a massive scale, no. But there is going to be scandals like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
You're already seeing that's going to get a little bit more like Sally Jesse Raphael.
Wow.
Unfortunately, and they're doing that to also hide what they're doing. They're doing that to hide the shadowness of themselves. So it's going to turn into a little bit of a tabloid. It already is.
Well, the attacks from the CNN and
yes,
are going to be even more.
Well, they do the tabloid stuff so they can pull in more negativity into it.
Yeah.
So they get more attention, so the right hand can't see what the left is doing. That's really what's going on. And it's actually a lot's going on in the military that they don't want to shed light on, of course. So.
Let's hope it's not a war.
No, not at all. No war. It's just the government silent wars, you can say. Yeah. Nothing major.
Awesome.
Nothing new. Yes.
Nothing new.
Nothing.
Same old.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Blessings.
Well, now it's my turn here, so I don't actually have any questions, but since you're from the future and your name is Caesar, you probably already figured out what I'm asking about. So what's the status quo about me then? What you want to say?
Oh, yes, what is it? Spiritual badass in the future. Kind of like a retro Barbie of the future, you can say. One that feels like she can make or do any rule, make the rules, make them, break them, whatever it is. Something like that.
Nice.
Maybe that's not the best wording of it, but that's they wanted to throw
your
that
version of it. Cool.
But yes, you're a lot of it has to do with cattle on your planet being reversed, changed, removed. At least the way cattle is being treated. Of course, humans are treated like cattle also, but they're doing that kind of to themselves. So, but the way food is being delivered on your planet is going to be shifted, and I believe you already know you're kind of involved with that in some ways. Kind of like setting an example. Yes.
And I know in astral I heal animals plenty and their incarnation will, and I go with humans in astral and show them the parts where they actually gonna see the animal being killed they eat.
Yes.
So that's the thing, one of the things I'm doing. And it takes time and people don't even know because they live in amnesia. But then second question, what's the lotto numbers for this week?
Well, to add a little bit to your first or your answer that came through, to add a little bit more. Yes, humanity treats itself like cattle, as I said. Basically, the day-to-day work schedule is kind of like cattle herding. You're hurting yourselves, or your bosses are hurting you. So those that run the corporations are hurting the people. So it's kind of like you're mimicking what you are eating in some ways. So you are what you eat in different ways. So
and it has to come out too. So
yes.
So whatever. I don't want to talk about it.
Yes, anyway.
I just that was like my first question. My second question is that not a lot of numbers, but what's our connection in the future?
Well, one moment. Well, your guides want to go into more of the galactic Barbie energy. Basically, you're just doing transitions, kind of kicking humanity in the butt, at least little by little in the future of our connection. Basically, well, the world I come from, basically, you think where you want to go and you end up there, basically through holographic technologies. We don't use, I don't use technologies, but basically so I can transition wherever I want, flick the finger and then I'm here, there, everywhere. And you have that ability also. Many do in the future. And some of us do it just for comic reasons. Comical reasons, just show up in their bathroom. Hey, what's going on in here?
So funny. Yeah, I can see that.
Yes. So it is.
I
It
knew
is.
you used wig.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it's there to bring up the vibration, not to exactly cause a lot of difficulties, but
Funny. So thank you so much for that. I probably show up in your bathroom, so watch out.
of course,
And
yes.
I'm trying to find Kingsley's questions here. Do I have them or don't I? Well, I will. Kingsley, you're next. Like, oh yes, I have them here. Okay. Any messages about me and Yubia possibly being in a relationship in the future or anything on her mind?
Well, first he needs to have a conversation with this person to answer that question himself through conversation with this person. I don't believe he has fully activated that from what I can tell. But the nervous energy is there, so there's some kind of interaction going from what I can pick up on. But yes, it is worth sharing ideas with this person. As for relationship, it is not quite there, at least not at this status. Getting to know each other is mostly needed at this time, from what I see.
Yes, and his second question is any messages for me?
Be clear with your vibrations. As yes, you are connected to a transparent Pleiadian energy. Realize that you are, it's like a liquid type of Pleiadian that can go anywhere. Usually it was liquid matter, basically. It's like they can show up in the mist, but your energies can basically connect to anything. Of course, anyone can, but you go in a liquid nature, basically. So you just like, it is really, there's nothing really to compare it to on this world, but I believe you can connect to it. Basically, water molecule is basically you can connect to. Basically, you can appear as water and then dissolve into a mist energy. So give you more understanding of what you're made of, basically. Like how you can live on these worlds, be a liquid matter energy. And you can be, you can be a solid being like you are now. So you're actually trying out this human thing. You've been away from it for a while, at least at this density. You've been away from it for quite a long time. So being here, you're trying to activate it, and I believe you'll be successful when the time is right. Use your own techniques, of course, not to follow others. Blessings.
Blessings. That was cool. And next one is Dragon. I have his questions too.
Yes.
First one is I got attacked pretty bad yesterday, energy-wise, and today the energy cleared out and got better. I'm wondering what I do on the other side that seems to clear out the energy often for the next day.
Well, the clear out was through a Arcturian energy, connected to their vibrations, connected to Arcturian angels, but I believe it's through an Arcturian like vacuum you went through. I feel that you got attacked by a reptilian vibration that felt a shift going on. You're involved with this shift that is occurring right now. It's part of more awareness on your planet of where your world's going. And you're involved with this shift of basically more humans knowing about the alien presence here. And I believe some beings are not too happy about that. But yes, it is more of an Arcturian vacuum is what you connect it to. Blessings.
Yes. And his second question is I feel like when I was in Andromeda Galaxy, I was manted sometimes. And there are lots of mantids and insectoid in the Andromeda Galaxy and also more feminine energies. Can you please comment on that and what do you get on it?
Oh, with the mantis, correct? Yes, it's an energy. Yes, go ahead, please.
Yes.
Yes, that is a like a sister energy to him or a brother. But it feels like it's like your go-to incarnation if you're not a reptilian being or even a human being. You're always connected to the mantis as for their soul development is it very much the DNA is already with you. You probably even the beetle energy is with you. Yeah, it's just the energy that you connect because that's where you have most of the fun. Usually, have an incarnation. It's always connected to the mantis, definitely. And it's also very connected to Mars. So your winter origins of Mars. You're a mantis being, a Martian mantis being, and there's a lot of unfinished business here on this world. So you're kind of like the cleanup crew from the ones that kind of went to the party and kind of trashed the place. So hopefully it gives you more clarity. Blessings.
Blessings, cool. And next one is we skipped it, and then next is Jackie. Please.
Hi.
Yes, greetings.
Do you have any messages for my future?
Shout out, share your thoughts, your passions to others. Just be more open. Right now, you're kind of closed in some regard.
Yeah.
Of course, you got to be careful where you do that, but it is good to, go after you have your imprint of who you are. You have an idea of it, just to embrace it more. Part of you is a little bit skeptical connected to your spirituality. But the more you embrace it, the more you'll feel comfortable with it, and the more it'll help you in manifesting.
Okay, great. Yeah, I've kind of been doing more of that lately, and it's felt really good.
Yeah, so get stronger with you. Just give it time. Yes.
Thank you. My second question is, my main guide has any messages for me at this time?
One moment. Roll with it. Basically, yes, as you're basically those friends that are around you are helping them in their spiritual awareness, even if you don't have to mention it all the time, but you are assisting their healings and they're querying their vibrations as you do this. There's a lot of reptilian energies around a few folks that are around, mostly the male. So it is you'll be able to even start seeing these beings here in a little bit. So you'll be able to start to get an idea who's around. Right now, as you focus on it, as you clear out your third eye, you'll be most likely feel their essence over time of what alien structures that are around, or alien beings are around. So even ships will become more clear to you. And even ships even start contacting you also when you're ready. You'll just, not all the time, but every once in a while you'll get a download.
Mm-hmm.
So,
is that with my family that I'm connecting with a lot? You said my friends.
yes.
I don't have a lot of friends physically here. More connecting physically with my family.
Well, the family, yes, there's a lot of Zeta energies around them.
Great.
So, yes.
Great.
So, yes.
Thank you.
So,
Yes. And now I have Terrence, and he's asking, I feel like I'm getting a lot of Zeta energies. Do I have any messages from Murdoch or other Zetas around me?
who is this question for?
Terrence.
Terrence. Oh, one moment. Well, Terrence is releasing a lot of manipulations recently. I do see like you kind of gotten sort of like an attack recently. We got downloads also. And some from the Zeta Collective that are giving them information about their ships and also what their intentions are here. So just to go with it, yes, so basically like a blueprint of their connection to this Earth. It's almost like one of recent abductions, basically, not to say he's getting abducted, but he is connected to the Zeta Reticuli energy a little bit more than he used to. So because he needs it for his journey here. So blessings.
Cool. And his next question is, do I have any messages from my Lyran families?
Yes, he's receiving a lot of downloads, but yes, many of the Galactic forces are preparing for a change here of awareness of them. So with Terrence is kind of, he's a few years in the future, as he probably already aware, even if he's not fully aware of the future, but he knows that there's a vibration of him connected to the future for a good reason. That they're sitting down low, even for government even mentioning this, they're going to softly, there already are sort of, they mention the word alien, and they kind of take the word back. So at least NASA's done that here and there. So they're kind of they're testing things out. The Space Force also is involved, but even that they take back. So yes, the ladder is slowly being built, basically. So blessings.
Blessings. And next one might be Bobby.
Hi, greetings, Caesar.
Greetings to you.
Blessings.
Yes.
So with being a part of this group, I'm getting a better idea of who I am and where I come from and what I'm doing here. But with all that information, it's not really, I feel more confused and lost with, my origins and the purpose of where I'm gonna go and what I'm gonna do in the future here. I feel like I'm spread all over the place since I have so many connections, and because of that, it makes it hard to focus on my immediate future. I kind of feel like I'm just kind of going with the flow,
Yes.
taking life as it comes to me, and instead of manifesting and making moves and things like that. So I was looking to see if you have any messages about opening up my vibration and receiving more clarity so that I could be more of a manifester of my destiny.
Well, you're still gathering information, basically. You're putting it all together, so you're not fully together yet, as you feel. So there's more to come, basically, for information. Like you're still, yes, it's very frustrating at this time, but you are putting the pieces together, and as more comes together in your background, you'll see more of your future. So you're not really at the point of manifesting where it gets stronger yet. You're there, but you are where you need to be, is what your guides say, basically. So you're still kind of, as it rains, you're taking in raindrops of download and putting it into, but you're still sorting it all out because there's a lot to sort out, basically.
Right.
So just give yourself time, not to worry, just go forward, basically. It'll all start to lead together over time.
Okay. I've been feeling pretty active in astral, my dream state. It's all over the place. I feel like I just had like a session of inception last night where I was dreaming within a dream, and I was telling people in my dream about the dream I was having. I was looking to see if there's any beings around me recently that have any messages
Yes.
from astral.
Well, also to add to your last question, your feline energies, notice how your image has a feline vibration. You are putting together your DNA, you can say. Part of you has kind of been broken up from the Anunnaki effects of the earth in the past. So you're kind of going backwards in some ways, and eventually you start going forward. So you're going to your past for a reason to pick up the pieces, basically. Now, for that dream, though, it was an Arcturian dream. Yes, a dream within a dream within a dream within a dream. And that just shows that you are putting things together once again. And in some ways, it seems like you're keeping the confusion going, is because you don't want to let out too much of where you're heading. So they're kind of making the future unfocused for a reason, or you are at least. So it's all done on purpose. So
Yeah, I feel that.
yes.
Okay, all right. Well, thanks
All right.
for the clarity on that.
Yes, blessings to you.
All right, blessings, much love.
And next one, I think, is James.
Yeah. Hello.
Greetings to you. Yes.
I just so you tell me about my connections to like Jupiter and Uranus, like now and like the future version of me, like where you are.
Well, in the future, yes, you'll be able to go to these planets without a problem. So, yes, right now the planets are causing somewhat of a difficulty on this planet, both of them. With Jupiter, you feel more together. That is more like in some ways, you can say more your home planet, where there's many things happen. It's almost like an Arcturian world in a lot of ways. There's many things happening at once. You're in many places in one time. You're here or there, but you see the other versions of you also. You can see them in different dimensions, kind of like a cloudy dimension, but you can't see it. So with Uranus, Uranus is more of a healing planet. It is more, you go to Uranus to go somewhere else. You get all together. It's like you take a train. It's like you prepare for even another lifetime. You go there to put it together and then go somewhere else. So right now you're working on that as you speak. Everyone's in the future, everyone's in the past, everyone's everywhere. Hopefully it helps in some ways.
I see. And can you tell me about like the closest type of animal I am, like feline or insect?
This time the feline energies are the strongest. You do connect to insight for your intellect, but a lot of it is the feline vibrations. It all comes down, yes, your Anunnaki roots in the past, in the ancient world, as you were a warrior in the past of, in tribes, basically just living off the earth, basically, and forgetting a great deal. But in a galactic sense, you're Anunnaki in the ancient world. Very powerful one. You forgot a lot of the details for good reason, because you want to be as human as you can in this reality. So,
okay. Thank you.
Let's see who's next. Shall we see? That was Lucy next.
Thank you. Greetings.
yes, greetings.
Hi. In keeping with the astrological theme there, my ruling planet is Saturn, and it is about to go conjunct with Rahu in my 12th house for 2.5 years. So I'd like to know how is that going to affect me? The major points there.
The only thing I see is emotions. Your emotions might get kind of out of whacked, possibly.
That's not the current thing, because I'm sort of like, I'm at odds at the moment. I was just trying to look forward down the line.
Well, also seems to be also a recent Anunnaki activation, from what I see recently, that you have done on yourself in some ways to help you do an upgrade on yourself. There's this like energy there from the Anunnaki, from what I see. For good, for self-improvement, though. Oh, I don't believe she's here anymore.
She got kicked out of the conversation, so if you have anything else on it, so just keep going. She might pop back in there.
No moments. She is clearing out. Well, reason for the Anunnaki connection. That's probably another reason why she got kicked out. Is to clear out the Zeta energies that have been causing her difficulties, and the reptilian. But most of the Zeta's been causing all kinds of issues recently, especially with technology, as you can see. So, I wish she would get more understanding of this, but I don't see any real difficulties from the Saturn, other than what she's already dealing with at this time.
Okay, so we'll just wait for her second question when she pops back in, but Colin is next then.
Greetings.
Greetings, Caesar.
Yes, greetings.
Hey, so this week has been one of the most intense weeks I've experienced in a very, very long time. I'm wondering if there's any messages about what's been happening.
Well, your astral is all over the place too. You are changing things for the better. The only way to do that is to kind of have a chaotic energy around you. I believe next week will be a lot more tamer, at least from what I can see at this moment. But for right now, well, I see that for you, it's like, let's get this over with. This is necessary for right now. So you're actually making a lot of changes with yourself. You're not going to fully notice it. So you kind of took this time to change things about yourself, but nobody's going to notice. Not even you are going to notice right now. But over time, you will. So you're kind of moving things around greatly. Through vibrations, they're not giving me full detail of that. But so it's like, now's the time. Let's do it, is what I get from you.
Yeah. Great. And then I'm wondering if there's any messages from the Archangels.
One moment. Yes, you're going through a spiritual upgrade. And so sometimes you need this type of chaotic energy just for a moment. Of course, this week might seem long, but it is a moment to them. It is the crystallization you're bringing into your energy field. With healing, and you're going to get more clarity. You're opening up your crown chakra also more, and so all this is kind of hiding it. So you need movement. You need all the stress to kind of, because many are going through a change at this time, because the Earth is changing too. So you have to adapt with it.
It seems like a lot of people here. I mean, this seems like the last few weeks, people have just been kind of in it.
Yes, you're not alone.
And with that chaos that's been happening, I've been struggling with any kind of my spiritual practice. Is there any advice around what I can do, or is it just kind of make it through it?
It will make it through it. It will settle down. Right now, everything's in chaos mode at this time. So it will settle down. So just do the best you can.
Sounds good. Thank you, Caesar.
Yes, blessings.
Blessings.
And Omran.
Hello.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings. Well, my first question is that I came out of my body a few days ago. Yeah, it was yesterday, I think. And then I went out of my room and then to around my house, and then I saw some people. They were around. But when I tried to go to them to speak with them, I was forced back into my body again. Could you tell me who those people were I saw in astral? And if I was being dragged back by my guides or no?
Well, I feel those people were your guides. So you kind of got a glimpse of them, and so there was a lot of talking going on that you might not remember. So basically, it means that you're connecting more with them. You're integrating into their vibration. This also brings a change to you, but they're not saying when that's going to occur. So you are angelic change is coming.
Yeah, I can somehow I know what you mean. It's like some kind of thing is waiting me, but I'm in the middle of it actually. So there is something I'm doing that is bringing that change.
Yes.
And with that, I have another question. I have been kind of meeting a new version of myself who is seeking me often. It's like he comes closer to me. He's like a future version of me, if you could say that.
Yes.
From a higher dimension, or like just one higher dimension. And when I see him in my imagination, he's like having all these ancient clothes on, very simple ancient clothes on, and then I become like his energy, and it takes a long time to talk about it, but very shortly, why am I feeling this version of myself? It's like my ascended self in a way.
Yes. Well, you're also integrating more with Mother Earth's energy. And that mostly goes to your first question. But you're also, one moment. Now, you're also connected to like a future version of the Arab world. So you see a future version of you. This future version is very connected to the Arab world on your planet. And so that's the reason why this version is showing up. To show a more promising future. A lot of the negativity has been removed. And so that's the reason why that one's been coming to you ever so slightly. I don't want to give you too much, but give you an idea where your Earth is going.
All right. Well,
yes.
Thank you very much for my questions.
Yes.
Much love.
So I just want to pop Lucy back in while she has a good connection. Lucy?
Yes, thank you very much. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yes, somehow I get knocked off when an important question comes up for me.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Okay, during a channel, I was told my DNA wasn't human, that I had different kind of DNA. I would like to know, what kind of DNA do I have? Why is it different?
Well, yes, you had a slight Anunnaki upgrade to your vibration. It has a lot to do with clearing out the reptilian energies that are around you at this time.
So this has just happened recently?
Yes, from what I see, yes.
And I'm confused. I don't understand how that makes me not human.
No, you're still human, but it has a lot to do with clearing the interference that's around you, actually. The zeta energies have gotten stronger around you recently. I believe you have
Yeah.
some idea of that.
I'm having a lot of just electrical,
Yes.
technical difficulties. Yeah.
Well,
It's been sort of crazy around here, actually.
well, yes, your integration along with others with Mother Earth is causing more technology failures because of the zeta presence. Basically, it's like an angry zeta energy around you recently.
Mm-mm. Is there any anti-Zeta thing I should be doing?
Well, you are working on it now. It's just there's a hive. There's many of them, but
Right.
it will have. This happened recently, from what I can see. So you're protected, but yes, there's going to be some interference for a little bit.
Right. So I'll just build some crystal grids
Mm-hmm.
stronger, I guess.
A lot of these zetas are not controlled. They're not controlling themselves. There's other reptilian
Yes.
influences there.
Off planet, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Apparently you stepped on a toe that brought all that there, but that's okay.
Right.
You are
I think I
protected.
was cutting toes off on purpose, I think.
Yes.
But, yeah. Thank you.
You're also
very
using your
much.
dragon energy to do that.
Yes. Actually, yes. And
Yes.
I enjoy flying too, so more power to me, and they better hide. Thank you.
Yes.
Funny. So next one is Lila.
Blessings, Caesar.
Greetings.
I have a general question for all of us. Are you a human?
Yes, I am a future human of you. Yes.
Okay, thank you. My connection to Native Americans and any message from them?
Yes, through the ancient world, the Atlantean, ancient Indian, basically. You're still connected to their vibrations at this time, but you kind of go more of a Palladian Native American now that you're connected to. But yes, in ancient times, you're more of like the Atlantean Native American, but now you are more of the Palladian Native American at this moment, from what I see. So you're mostly involved with its cultures, not necessarily war, more of the positives of being part of that culture, from what I see.
And the second question, any message from the trees, tree beings?
A moment. Well, yes, they integrate with your vibration at least once a day, sometimes once a week. It depends on the vibration. Basically, what comes in as your healing vibration, they do go through your chakras and basically build like they show like almost like a cement type of energy around you for you to be protected. They do go around your heart chakra to help it to sustain itself, because when you do your healing, sometimes your chakras can get alignment depending on how much you do. You put it back, but sometimes it can get out of alignment. So it depends. Depends on who you're dealing with, basically. So they keep you balanced, basically. That's what's going on. So.
Thank you, because I am dealing with a lot of beings, and I do feel them for protection. So it's wonderful. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Thank you.
Blessings.
Cool. And I'll be reading Umberto's questions, and he's next. His first question is, I have 2 teeth on my right side that are crooked. I've been recommended to only remove these 2 teeth to fix this from one dentist. But a dentist I saw today is telling me to remove 4. I wanted to know if I should trust him.
Well, we are saying 2 might be a good idea. It depends on how you feel, but what ones are causing you most difficulty. If you can only just do 2 for right now, and then move to the other 2 later. But go by what is causing you the most difficulty, if anything. So that's what we say. Blessings.
Yeah, take those who scream the most. But yes. Then his question is, I worry about money a lot, and I wanted to know if you see me being financially well off in this new career I'm looking for.
Well, there's going to be, yes, it's going to, in the beginning, it's going to be kind of up and down. Over time, it will get more. Anytime you connecting new career, it's going to be up because there's there's a warning curve there. As you warn more, you'll be able to manifest easier. So over time, yes, it will improve. But for right now, it's going to be kind of rocky in the beginning. It's just normal. So, blessings.
Okay, cool. And his next one, and the next person is Steven.
Hello, Caesar.
Greetings to you. Yes.
Greetings. How are you doing?
Doing well.
Sweet. Much love. I was just wondering if you could connect with my dreams here lately. Been having a couple in like a stands and watching a football game, and I got a ticket, and my ticket was 291. The seat. I don't know if that meant anything, and then other things I've been doing. So if you have any info on that, thank you.
Oh, for the seat, yeah, 291. Well, it has an angelic vibration around it. It actually has an Arcturian energy with it. It is kind of like it's like an energy that you're moving around. You're trying new things. That's the energy that comes from that. I believe that's what you're doing also, from what I can pick up on. So.
Yes, definitely. I feel that. And second question is just connect with my galactic family and see if they have any messages for me at this time. Thank you.
Yes, and your energy, you mean connecting to a lot of reptilian forces around this planet. You were part of much of removing a lot of insectoid influence that's causing a lot of difficulties for humans and their thought patterns. Basically, a lot of humans have been attacked mentally and they don't know why. You do connect to Mother Earth. You like connect to her for tea, they show. So for like parties and things like that, you're definitely not alone. Many of those are here too. So your vibration, because it's becoming to the holiday energies, so you're kind of taking it easy also. Even so your dreams might become more intense, but don't forget there's a party there somewhere.
Sweet, and also about that the insect. Christy told me that my close Men in Black aspect, we were attacked by an insect with an energy weapon by an insect. So is that a part of
yes.
the
yes, that's part of it.
And they attacked us?
Yes, exactly.
All right, sweet. Thank you.
So.
Yeah, and next one is Pamela, and I have her questions too. A lot of reading today. So, any insights about my work in astral? Anything with crystals and dragons?
1 moment. Well, just to 1 moment. These connections are going into your chakras basically for download. So you're going into a new vibration with all this. So you're opening up like a new portal energy around you for new knowledge, even like a library, the Akashic record energy you're opening up. So as you continue on, you will feel more of those vibrations. Blessings.
Cool. Any detail, and second question, of course, any details about my light and shadow work as I make myself available to the service of others?
You are confronting a lot of reptilians and astral. Healing them, talking to them, whatever it might be, not to judge them at all. But you again to know more of their vibrations because they're a big influence, especially on children on this world. That some of them become very erratic, very depressed. They don't know why. It has a lot to do with the reptilian program, even our contact connections that are coming in. So you're warning these energies and wanting to heal those vibrations. Basically, the archon can put like an architecture around one's mind, basically. So you are assisting and removing that type of programming little by little. Filling it with love, basically, you could say. Blessings.
Blessings. And next one is James. Is James here? No James. So next one is Braden. probably just supporting this group anyway. So we're going to next one is Michelle.
Hi.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings. How are you, Caesar?
Doing well.
Is that really your name?
Yes.
How old are you?
You can say Earth year is 25.
125?
You can say that.
I could say that. Would it be true? Would it be accurate?
No.
Okay. So do you want to give me a different answer?
Is that your question? What is your question?
We're going to cut to the chase. I'm curious, as I'm in Chicago visiting my friend Ade, and I'm looking at these high rises, and all I can think is that every high rise looks like kind of the explanation or the kind of the theme of every dystopian futuristic novel I've ever read. It's like everybody's shoved in a cube on top of a cube on top of a cube of each other, and it really grosses me out. And also, I'm super tired of the plastic and the bullshit of all the things and our poison food and our poison water and our et cetera and our so forth. Is there any chance in hell it's not heading toward George Orwell's 1984 or every other dystopian futuristic proposition?
You're technically already living in a version of it already. The fictionalized was kind of like an overblown version of it. But you're kind of already going, especially through your media, then it's mind control. So it is already living. It's just kind of at half power, you can say. It doesn't mean you're going to go in towards it, no. But they are showing they're capable of making it happen. Because you're technically already living in it.
But what would it take for human beings to literally make it not happen? I mean, is it possible for a small handful of people to generate enough power to shift things?
You are doing that right now, yes. It is currently going on right now, yes. So, and your many collective do not want to be involved with that either. They don't think about it very often, but they don't want to be involved with it. I mean, they're in a portion of it now, but they don't want to go any further in it. So
for us as a collective, this is kind of for the whole group as a whole. Is it better for us to engage in literal feet on the ground, I'm in the trenches kind of work as a human being, like getting, Congress to pass something or doing, I don't know, protests or whatever, or like running for office, or is it better to send, is it equally powerful to send energy, or is it different? How do they differ?
Well, you're currently sending energies now as you change your vibration, because notice how you don't want to be involved with the media, for example. You're already disconnecting from the program. And so you're sending positive vibrations out. So that is, in a sense, some do need to go into, protests in the public, basically.
Okay, so we need we need to have our feet on the ground.
Well, you're already
match our vibration with a thought pattern.
You're already in this process already. So just do as you feel you need to do. Look at it that way.
Okay. Do you have a message for me?
Not worry about it too much. It is causing a lot of anguish for you. Yes, is isolation. You're better off in nature than an environment like that. So you are picking up on the programs of what they would like to do to the world, basically, and make it a structured society everywhere and take out nature altogether. So you're picking up on a lot of those vibrations. So you're not in your element right now, you can say. So,
all right.
Yeah,
I just don't know if living in nature and not engaging with the world is like a better case scenario than engaging with the world.
Yes. It's different for everybody.
How does it work for me?
Well, you are shifting your vibration. So you would know that. Basically to share your energies where you need to.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yes, blessings.
Blessings.
And is James here? The other James? Nope. The other James left. So I will ask Braden's questions. His first question is, are there any messages for me?
Yes, it's connecting too much of tall white, tall blonde energies recently. For a lot of galactic neutralization of the Earth, basically. A lot of it's in Antarctica at this time. So yes, the colder energies are coming in, but his energies around Antarctica seems to be a place he goes to often. And you can probably connect to those energy field. And he's connecting a lot with the Zetas as for making peace with them and bringing them more into the public arena, you can say. Blessings.
Blessings. And are there any messages for my girlfriend? He asked. Someone, yeah.
Oh, she's connecting to more. She's connecting to more balanced energy. She's getting more confident of her direction. Right now, she's going through a lot of difficulty of self, knowing where to go, what to do. But she's getting a little bit better on what to do with her vibrational knowledge, basically her spiritual knowledge. Blessings.
Blessings. I think we have everyone here. The James left the building. Ivan might have something. Might have a message for Ivan too.
Yes, he's going through with, like many are going through, to the Earth changes, and there is a shift coming for humanity. It won't be a fast one, but there is more clarity of alien vibrations will get stronger. Some will be with the Zeta. It'll be different species, but the Zeta is definitely going to make their knowledge known more to this planet. So,
cool.
In due time. So,
thank you so much for coming in, future human Caesar. This is the past human Daria, and blessings to you.
Realize also, being in this time is a turning point for the future. Realize also the future I'm connected to is an alternative version of yours. It's not exactly where you're heading because everything changes. So blessings to you.
You mean everything changes whilst we are creating our collective timeline? Yes, blessings.
Yes. All right.
Thank you, Ivan.
All right. Okay.
No blessings. No.
Okay.
No
we'll
blessings.
just shut her down.
Yeah.
All right. Oh yeah. Next one is Tuesday, not on Turkey Day. So. Okay. All right. Good night, everybody.